Hey guys, it's me, Wilson, and we're back for another video, and it's kind of on F122. I'm actually going to be showing you my F122 settings, camera settings, wheel settings, audio settings, all of that type of stuff. I've got quite a few comments, especially my camera settings, as I'm pretty sure a lot of drivers do get every year. So this is just one of those videos I'm going to have that you can come and check for camera settings, and yeah, mainly camera settings, maybe wheel settings as well, whatever you like. But yeah, that's what this video is going to be. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so here we go into the settings. We're going to start off with assists, obviously. I done this last game as well, and after the camera settings, it does get quite boring. So we'll go through it pretty quickly. Obviously, assists all off as you're not allowed assists in F1 esports. Time trial settings, that's nothing. Rules and flags, that's not anything. Camera customization, this is the important one, the one you all want. And here you go, nothing really too special. I kind of just whacked them together, to be fair. I can't remember if they're the same as last game, but this is what they are. Usually, some people like to use TV pod offset, and then what you can do is you can put this to about... Is that the center? I think that's the center. You can put that to 12 and work your way about it. I don't know how you hide the menu, but yeah, you can do that. I'm probably just going to leave it like that as well, because I've been meaning to make this like the TV pod, so when you're spectating people, it's actually a little bit more enjoyable, which I also do highly recommend, because then you can do things like this. Hold on. I'm going to make this pretty neat. Look, I've just made you guys an extra camera angle. So yeah, that'll do. We'll leave it like that. But yeah, these are my camera settings. If you want them, take them. I've been using them for quite a while, and yeah, they do the job for me. But nevertheless, let's move on. On-screen display. This is my OSD. It's very different to a lot of people. I have the safety car up at the top in quite small bits. I've got actually a full track map, so I don't know why that's a small one. This bit over here, the top right and top left aren't very different. I don't think I've changed anything, but the bottom right, I like to move mine out of the way. Just how I like it. Some people like it in the middle of their screen. Some people like it just below their halo. But this is what I like. It's also good for league races, because I can cover it with my camera, and people can't spy on me. So yeah, that's what I do. I quite like that. I use MPH, as that's what I understand the most. That's what I've been brought up with. Delta time on. You can turn your delta off. Some people prefer it. Just because of, let's say you're seeing your delta go up, and it can kind of like fluster you a little bit, but I don't have an issue with it. But some people do turn it off, and some people are better with it off. Proximity arrows, you have to have them on. Why would you not? Driver tags, I turn this off just because I don't like tons of driver tags in front of me. It just annoys me. And it saves that tiny bit of FPS. Not a lot, but it saves a bit. And yeah, that's just how I like it. Start lights on, obviously. Virtual rear mirror. I don't like this, as I think it's quite distracting. Again, other drivers have it. I'm trying to think who has it. I know a few other drivers have it on, but yeah, as I said, I think it's just really distracting. It's just in my peripheral vision, and I hate it. Permanent session, practice and quality timer. I definitely recommend this. This means you can see your timer wherever you are on track, whatever time it is, so you could go out straight away and it'll tell you the time. So this is very important. I do recommend this, as you always know the time, so you know if you need to pit, if you need to stay out, and you can kind of judge stuff from there. What else do we have here then? Force feedbacks. This is also another pretty important one alongside camera settings. This doesn't really mean much. Yeah, I feel like where your buttons are and stuff is kind of personal preference, even though force feedback is personal preference as well. This is very personal preference. If you really want to know, my top left button, what's my top left button? Top left button is DRS, then the one next to that is ERS, then the one next to that is pit limiter. This one, I don't actually think has, no, this is the one used for the pits, and then this one's, what is this one? I don't think this one has a function, actually. And then this one is look behind, and then the rest is just kind of irrelevant. They're the main ones at the top, if you do care enough. I doubt any of you care. Calibration note, we've got 20 brake dead zone and 3 saturation. I've been running this for like a year and a half now, so it's kind of just what I stick to. I am on the CSL Elite pedals. They don't sell them anymore. But yeah, this is what I use, but I do need new pedals. You might be able to see just behind, where is it? Just behind me there. I do have pedals, but due to certain circumstances, I'm not using them. But yeah, these are my settings for my pedals. If you're going to vibration and force feedback, nothing exciting. I think a lot of people use similar stuff to this. I'm not going to tell you all my wheel settings on bass, but I will tell you I've got 100 force feedback on the bass, and then this is what it is. Here, 310 rotation, that's just what I like. Any lower, I feel like I start to turn too much, and any higher, not enough. Understeer enhance off, because when they brought the new patch out, it's really weird. If you have it on, you feel it way too much, and even when you have it off, you still feel the understeer. So I highly recommend you turn your understeer enhance off. That is it for that section. I don't know what else there actually is left. We've got graphic settings, gamma adjustment. I may as well just put that to 100. Don't know why it's 97. Obviously, I've everything on ultra low because I'm just trying to maximize performance. There is one thing here which I do recommend, particles. That is something I highly recommend you turn this off, as if you have this on high, you will see a lot of raindrops, especially when you're driving in the rain, obviously, and it's very distracting. You can't see where you're going, and don't get me wrong, it's not realistic turning this off, but if you want to maximize performance, especially in the wet, I highly recommend turning this off. If you're going for full simulation, whack it up, do whatever you want. But that's what I like. I also think lighting quality, if you have this in high or ultra high or whatever, tracks like Bahrain, it actually doesn't look that good. I think low looks better, just because it's a pitch black sky. But again, I race on this game for a competitive side. I don't race for enjoyment, so to speak. So these are my settings, just as low as I can get away with, essentially. And sometimes I actually do still struggle with FPS. And we'll go on to that, actually. I am on a 240Hz monitor, but I cap it at 175. And yeah, that's just because my PC, it's just, yeah, it can't really handle 200 plus. It can kind of, but it just bounces about too much. And I'd rather sit at 160-ish comfortably than trying to push the 200 barrier a lot, which I think I could at some tracks. But yeah, I just rather keep it like this. Frame limit on, I obviously highly recommend that as well. Sharpening, this is the best, I think. There's one here that is really annoying, and it makes like motion blur quite a lot, so I hate it. But sharpening is the one I really like. If you can use that, again, highly recommend it. The rest, I don't really know what the rest of this does, but dynamic resolution. Never heard of this in my life, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, that's probably why I should leave it. Never turn VSync on, I'm pretty sure that gives you a lot of delay. Same with this, I think. So yeah, just leave them alone, because that can give you a lot of delay. So that's that for the graphic settings. Audio settings, we've got master volume 5, blah blah blah. This is kind of obviously thingy to your own headset. Engineer ducking, never really messed about with this. Audio simulation though, I recommend you put this in ultra low, because if you have this on high, you usually get the audio glitch, and if you've not had that, it's pretty much where you just start your race and your audio goes muffled like you're in Chernobyl. So it's not ideal. I recommend you put that to ultra low. You don't really notice a difference anyway. The rest of this, one thing I do recommend is changing this to responses only, which I've been meaning to do. This pretty much means when you're starting a lap, let's say you're starting your final Q3 lap or your final short quali lap, your engineer isn't going to come on and go, okay, we've got fresh tyres, which is extremely annoying. He will just be quiet until you need something, or he will tell you about the weather in the sense of you should pit, stuff like that. The rest of this isn't, yeah, I don't really know what this is. This is just soundtracks and stuff. The soundtrack's actually very good this game, so I'm sure you're all enjoying that. What is next? So that's pretty much that for that. Telemetry, this is, yeah, so that's pretty much it from what I can see. We'll show you the camera settings again. This is the camera settings. This is probably what most of you clicked on for, I'd imagine so. Again, as I said, you can make this to how you like it, because you can go to this. It gives you a lot more, how do I say, like, what's the word? I don't know the word. I've completely forgot it, but it gives you a lot more options, you could say, to change it, in the second one especially, and that's what you look at in the spectator mode. So I'm surprised I've not changed that already. But yeah, that is all my settings. I don't know if I've missed anything. I don't think I have. I'm trying to think. I'm not going to show my wheelbase settings because I think I've hit a pretty sweet spot with them, and I do not want to be giving anybody any secrets. I will tell you though, I run 80 BRF, and on my CS Elite pedals I have 295s and 485s, and that's what I find best. I've used that for over a year, and yeah, it's just what I like. But I think that is it. So, nevertheless, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, those camera settings should work for most cars, by the way. I use them for the Alpine and PSGL and the McLaren, and they work pretty well. They don't look great in the Mark, so you might need to change them a little bit for other cars. But on some cars, they look pretty good, at least the ones I drive. But yeah, that's all I think. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Quite a short and snappy one. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment if you have any questions about these settings or any videos you do want to see. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.